There we go. Okay, so who can tell us that he is wearing black pants? Ocho días. Hmm? Come on, guys. I need someone to say that he's wearing black pants. Mm-hmm. Lleva pantalones negros. Very good. Okay, where is Eduardo? Oh, there he is. Okay, Eduardo. I lost you. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna present something else now. Okay, so I'm gonna change in here, and we're gonna start with a cultural point. Okay, and you can take notes of this because you're gonna have an activity with this. Okay, so here I'm sharing with you. Do you see it? Please let me know if you see it. Is this apellidos? Do you see it? Okay. So apellidos. First of all, tell me what apellidos mean in English. What is an apellido? Okay, Lauren, I need you to be paying attention. I see that you're talking, having fun, you have your cell phone in your hand, but you need to be here in class, paying attention. Stop talking to whoever you're talking, okay? Okay, so apellidos. I need the meaning of apellidos, guys. Say that again. You said country. Okay, let's see. Nombre can be, for example, Cherry. Apellido, San. So what is apellido? Nombre, Alisa. Last name, Kausevich. Nombre, Jalil. Apellido, Manago. So what? Last name, good. So this is last names, right? So we're talking about a cultural point. There is the apellidos, the last names, okay? Okay. So in most Spanish-speaking countries, women don't take their husband's last name. For this reason, the children have two. It's not four, it's two last names. First, dad's last name, and second is mom's last name. Okay? So we all, men and women, get the last name from the husband. I mean, from the dad. Sorry, I don't know. I need to have lunch. Okay, so we have Juan Antonio here. This is the last name he got from his dad. And Morales is the last name he got from his mom. Okay? So, if you get married in a Spanish speaking country, you keep your last name. The best example is me. Okay? My last name is Herrera. That's my dad's last name. And I got married. I never changed my last name. So, my husband's last name is Villavicencio. Right? So, the kids will have his last name, and then their second last name is mine. So my kids are Villavicencio Herrera. Okay? And now we're gonna practice. So we have in here this guy, Jorge Arturo Varas Concha, married Sonia Andrea Ramirez Santos, and they had a baby, Jose Patricio. So let's see it together. What will be Jose Patricio's first last name? That's mom's last name. This is dad's last name. We only pass dad's last names, right? And this is the dad. So what will be the first last name of Jose Patricio? It will be Varas, and the second last name will be Ramirez. Okay? So these are the last names that these people got from their dads. That's the one you pass along. Okay, so Varas Ramirez. Let's do the next one. Claudia Andrés Suárez Palma, married Rosa Josefa Carolado, and they had Rosita Almendra. What are Rosita's last names? Suárez, Suárez. Muy bien. Yep. Suárez Caro. Those are Rosita's last names. Then we have Roberto Antonio Segura Paz, married Gabriela Inés Ramírez Lara, and they had a baby, Gabriel Antonio. What are Gabriel's last names? Uh-huh. Bien. Segura Ramírez, right? So this one and this one. Good. Adolfo Rafael Gómez Arratia, Mary Carolina Javiera Robles Naranjo, and they have Daniel Alejandro. What are Daniel's last names? So, what are his last names? Mm-hmm. Robles. Uh-huh, good. Gómez Robles. Good. Esteban Daniel Trujillo Sáez, Mariana Isabel Guerra Isla. And they had Mónica Renata. What are Monica's last names? Come on, guys. Mm-hmm. Guerra. Uh-huh, good. Then we have Abraham Jesus Fernandez Palma, married Ursula Lina Pizarro Galvez. And they had Alexandra Jose. So what are Alexandra's last names? Mm-hmm. And the second one? The P one, Pizarro. Good. Fernandez Pizarro. Correct. So now, what happens if Ursula got pregnant and this guy never married her? And then he's out of her life, right? Ursula has the baby. The baby legally needs two last names, okay? So she's gonna give this last name, her last name, twice. So the baby is gonna be Pizarro, Pizarro, okay? That's what happens if you don't have last name from your dad. Nowadays, it is different. You just can say, this is the father, and you give the kid the last name. But this is how traditionally is in many countries. So if you have a baby on your own or unmarried, the baby receives the same last name from mom, the first last name from mom twice. Okay? Any questions about that? I take that's a no. So we're gonna try as a class, right? So I'm gonna stop presenting here, and you're gonna tell me what will be your two last names if you were in Latin America. So think of your last names, the combination, and everybody's gonna tell me, okay? So let's start with Eduardo. Well, you have your last name, so tell us how they sound. You're confused with what? I just explained how the last names work in Spanish-speaking countries. Okay, so Eduardo, when you have, for example, your name, Eduardo Reyes Rubio, Reyes comes from your dad, correct? And Rubio comes from your mom. Okay, so your last names are like that. People from here only have one last name, right? Like I use only one, but I have two, right? Same thing. Legally, I have two last names. Okay, so let's see. Alisa, can you tell us your two last names? Your full name, like if it was, like if you were in a Spanish-speaking country. Correct. Your mom's maiden name. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Correct. Gracias. Jalil, what will be your last names? Jalil, what will be your last names in a Spanish-speaking country? First your dad's last name and then your mom's last name, right? What would be that? You don't? Your mom's maiden name? Well, it will be nice if you find it out because there's many forms when you're a grown up, they ask you for your mom's maiden name. Okay, Annie, what will be your name? That's your dad and your mom. Okay. What about you, Taya? Okay. Lauren. Uh huh. Jeremy. Jeremy, are you there? Okay, thank you. What about you, Manal? Manal. Okay. And what's your? Oh, okay. Thank you. What about you, Kiran? Okay. And Cherry. Uh huh. Maya. Okay. Thank you. That's about the last names, right? Now you have an activity on last names on Google Classroom, and I would like you to open it so we can answer it right now. I'm gonna present and show that thing in case I need you to open it. Okay, here. This is how it looks like, right? Good. You're gonna get points for that. Okay. Oops. I don't know what happened. Can you see the activity? Okay, I'm gonna stop presenting with something happened here. I pressed something and it's a mess. Oh my lord. Okay. Present now. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay, tell me. What happened? Okay, so we opened the are you in the classroom thing? Did you open the assignment or the assessment, I will say? So there's some questions in here. And the first question is I am on you. What? I'm on mute. Okay, thank you. I don't know what happened to my thing. Everything, closed. So I didn't know what to. Thank you for telling me. So the classwork, we have the assignment, apellidos, okay? And I need you to open it, and we're gonna do it together. So if it ever opens here. Do you have any question about the questions you have in there? The first one says, if you have, if a woman marries a man, right? That's the first question. Apellidos. Okay, there we go. I couldn't open it. Okay, what happens with a woman's last name when they get married in Latin America? So I need someone to give us that answer. Okay. What is the answer? Exactly. So their last name doesn't change and it stays the same. So that's the answer for number one, right? Then number two, what happens when a woman has a baby and she's not married? What happens to the baby's last name? So how are you going to write it down? The baby will have two of the same last names from mom, right? Okay, then we have write the last names of the following people. So the first baby, Daniela, what are her last names? I need somebody different from Sherry to give us the answer. Who can give us the answer of the first baby's last name? Okay, then I'm gonna start calling people. Let's see, Kiran, what are the last names of the first baby? You can. What about you, Lauren? Can you tell us the last names of the first baby? What are the last names of the first baby in the first set in here in the assignment? Pablo is the second name, and Maria is the second name, and then you have the last names. So what are going to be the last names the baby receives? Okay, so another person. Let's see. Maya, can you tell us? Torres and Rojas, right? Because those are the first last names of each of the parents. And first goes dad, Torres. Second one is Rojas from mom. Good. The next baby, Camilo Nicolas. What are his last names? Alisa, can you tell us his last names, please? No, I'm hearing you. Good. Uh-huh. Yeah. Quintanilla Paredes. Good. And then the last one, we have Sergio Ignacio, Mary Pamela Yolanda, and they have Marcelo Gabriel. What are Marcelo's last names? Annie? The last one. Turan, yeah. Okay, Valenzuela. But yeah, that's perfect. Good. So, guys, make sure you submit it so you get your points. Okay. Okay. Good. Um, we have the new vocabulary that I already put in there. Okay. Um, in the Google Classroom. I'm gonna record a video so you know how to pronounce stuff. And there's also this activity, the review on vocabulary. You're gonna open it, and at the bottom, after the one that we just did, the review, there is a part where they are talking about filling out the spaces with the new vocabulary. So what you should be doing is opening the vocabulary I sent you, okay, and looking at the picture in here. So vocabulary open and this thing open, which I'm gonna show you which one it is. Okay, I imagine that you can see this. Una familia simpática. So you're gonna describe these people. You look at the characters and you're gonna fill in with the words involved in there. So you have los padres, el cumpleaños. You need to know what those mean, right? In order to fit them in those blanks. So I need you to start answering that. Let's do the first one together. So número uno dice García es pequeña. What word fits in there? So what I need from you is that you complete this activity number 5, because we have 4 more minutes of class, okay? But what I want you to do is to finish this. So let's do the first one together again. So can you tell me what word goes in there that says García es pequeña? And you look at the words in bold, right? In here. What is the word that fits that blank? Anyone? That's in your vocabulary, in the new vocabulary. That's what I need you. What do you think it means? But looking at the word, la familia, what do you think that means? Yeah, family. So do you think that should be the word that goes in there? Why not? That is a word, okay? La familia Garcia, the Garcia family is what? Yep. So the Garcia family is small. If you look at this family, that's the family. That's a small family, right? Kind of, because it has grandma, grandpa, mom and dad, and 2 siblings. Okay. So Los Señores García. What is Los Señores García? Señores will be like Mr. and Mrs., right? Older people, basically. So what are the older people here in this vocabulary? So you have to look at the vocabulary. Like, the bad thing is that I didn't get a chance to give you the paper with the vocabulary, and it's posted there on Classroom. Okay. El abuelo is only one. How do you say both of them? Muy bien. So los abuelos, los señores García son los abuelos de Verónica. Okay, so make sure to write it down on your notebook. Right? Number 2 is los abuelos. Verónica es something de Andrés. She's what of him? Just think about it. What is the relationship? She's what of him? In English. The one in white. She's what of him? Yep. How do you say sister? La hermana. Good. So for number 3 is la hermana. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. Make sure to fill in all this 1 through 10. Okay, and nos vemos mañana. Okay, because it's 12:15. See ya, guys. Adios. Adios. Adios.